quick live. Thank you for vibing with me. You know, I'm a diehard Minnesota Viking fan from PA. From PA. I'm from PA, but I'm a diehard Minnesota Viking fan. I'm in enemy territory right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm in enemy territory right now. And I'm going to keep it real with you. Like, the Minnesota Vikings have to copy the Philadelphia Eagles to win a Super Bowl. They have to. And I'm going to get into detail about it, but the way the Eagles beat the Chiefs in Super Bowl 59 is almost unbelievable. For them to win that game the way they did, as a Viking fan, I almost feel like we're so far behind. We're far behind, and on top of that, we got so many holes. And I'm not sure if I hope we have enough money to spend on free agents, on the NFL free agency market. We don't have that many draft picks. Do we have enough to build this team so we can be contenders? Or how many years will it take for us to be contenders with so many holes? The Minnesota Vikings got to copy the Eagles, though. They got to copy the Eagles' blueprint to win a Super Bowl. Just to win a Super Bowl. I just want one Super Bowl, bro. The Minnesota Vikings never won a Super Bowl. I can't believe it. And it's just like so close so many times. I didn't get to witness the Super Bowls back in the day with the purple people eaters and all that. But it's just crazy, man. The Minnesota Vikings are one of those teams that have so much talent when it comes to like skill positions like Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. I believe in J.J. McCarthy. I can't wait to see J.J. to J.J. But at the same time, they still need more. We need to copy the Eagles. I'm going to keep saying that, and I'm going to tell you exactly what they need to copy. First things first, the trenches. Defensive line, offensive line. Turn this air down a little bit. I'm in the car. Offensive line, defensive line. It starts like you got to protect your quarterback. But you got to have a defensive line to get after a quarterback. So you need to get the trenches. You have to copy the Eagles on what they did. Because if you don't, when are we going to be close to winning a Super Bowl? As a diehard Minnesota Viking fan from Pennsylvania, and you seen how crazy that the Eagles destroyed the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs, that defensive line, we gotta somehow copy that. We need a defensive tackle. We need our defensive ends that can get home without having to blitz. We need that. We need to, you know what I mean? What's going on? Hi, what's going on? VRZ Gaming, what's going on? What's going on? Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. But listen, man, I just feel like we have to somehow get there and then get into the offensive line. Look what the Eagles' offensive line did against the Chiefs. And what the Vikings need to do to improve to make sure J.J. McCarthy is protected. Will J.J. McCarthy be protected this upcoming season in 2025? We don't have a center that's good enough. We need guards. I'm iffy about the tackle because Christian Darrisaw's coming off an ACL injury. You know what I mean? It's something going on. Like I don't know what the Vikings can do to take it to that next level to be a true contender. Well, I do know what they got to do, but will they do it? Will they try to copy the blueprint of the Philadelphia Eagles? The Minnesota Vikings are not, like, I would say this. We do need linebacker help. We do need corner when it comes to the defensive side of the ball. We don't have that dominant defensive tackle. What's going on, Brendan? We don't have, what else don't we have on defense? I think we're good when it comes to like our defensive ends and all that. We play a 3-4 defense. I wish we would change it to a 4-3 defense. In my opinion, I like that defense better, but whatever. I think that defense is a little bit better when it comes to stopping the run and all that, but whatever. I just think it's a better defense. I guess I'm used to it because of the William Wall with Kevin Williams and Pat Williams and them. so I'm used to the 4-3 defense. But I just feel like the Minnesota Vikings need to figure out what are they going to do in the draft and what are they going to address in free agency. They have to, and I'm not saying that they have to address all the holes in one off season, but they have to come close. They have to come close to try to address, because no team is going to be perfect. No team is ever perfect. But I'm going to tell you this right now. The Eagles team, from an outside looking in, I'm not an Eagle fan from PA. Not an Eagle fan. From an outside looking in, the Eagles look perfect, bro, on both sides of the dang on ball. The Eagles look perfect. You know what I mean? And they look perfect because they built their team right. Right? And I don't know how was it? What's the ownership of the Eagles? I forgot the ownership of the Eagles. But however they built their team from the trenches on. And that's how you're supposed to build a championship caliber team. Yes, you have to have the quarterback, but a great defense can be a great quarterback. The other way around too as well. And that defense is a great defense that the Eagles got, and they beat a great quarterback. But another side note is, if you have a great offensive line, you can manage a great defense if they can't get to your quarterback. The problem with the Vikings is we don't have a great offensive line. We don't have a great defensive line. Because if you have a great defensive line, guess what? You don't have to blitz as much. Your corners won't be on an island for a whole year. Howie Roseman, that's right, GM for this year. Yeah, GM. Okay, my bad, Charlie G. Thank you for that. Howie Roseman is like the perfect owner. You know what I mean? He's the perfect owner, man. He makes the sacrifices. He pays the players that need to be paid to win a Super Bowl. And the players that he paid was the dang on. He gave the money to Jalen Hurts, of course. You need your quarterback. But the trenches, they got the trenches good on the offensive line and the defensive line. And that's the way you win a Super Bowl. You have to build your team out through the dang on trenches. And then everything else works. Everything falls into place. If you have a good offensive line, guess what you can do? You can run the ball a lot better. If you have a good offensive line, guess what you can do? You can hold your quarterback can hold be in the pocket a little bit longer, a second or two longer, and find a Justin Jefferson down the field. You can find a Jordan Addison down the field. You can find a possibly TJ Hawkinson down the field, or Jalen Naylor, or whoever else is our wide receivers. You know what I mean? And then when you have a great defensive line, it takes so much pressure off your secondary. And that's why teams that are in the Super Bowl, most of the time, their trenches is where it's at. And I hope that the Minnesota Vikings ownership, GM, Quasi, I hope he realizes what he's seen in the Super Bowl. And he said, yo, we have to get tougher on when it comes to the trenches. We have to be better in the trenches for us to win a Super Bowl. So for us to win Super Bowl 60, the Vikings have to copy what the Eagles done. Meaning trenches, trenches, trenches. Yes, I want to get a very good cornerback. Yes, I would like to get linebackers. But you got to start where the trenches start. Because that's where the game starts at, is in the trenches. You start with the trenches. Your center has to be on point. Your defensive tackle has to be on point. Your defensive ends have to be on point. Your guards have to be on point when it comes to the offensive line. Your tackles have to be on point. And what I'm scared of, right? And shout out to my guy, Jally. Yeah, the Birds earned that Super Bowl. I ain't gonna lie. And if you are a Sixer fan, yeah, we are the blueprint. Yup, you are the blueprint. If you're a Sixer fan or a Phillies fan, I have another channel called Mike. I'll put it in the comments. Hold on, if I can put it in the comments. I can't. It's called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Mike Sports Vibes, VIBEZ Ballin', and I cover the Sixers and I cover the Phillies. That's my Philly channel. I cover the Phillies. I cover the Sixers on that channel. On this channel that you're on right now is my Viking channel. I just cover the Vikings on this channel. But you're so right. The blueprint is the Eagles. They're the team to beat. They're the team to beat. And I'm not even sitting here capping. The way they beat down one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time was absolutely unbelievable, man. Yeah, I know I understand what you're saying, Sarah, but the one thing we got to admit is we got to try to copy what they got going on. We got to copy their trenches, their defensive line. Their offensive line was absolute, bro. Like, Jalen Hurts didn't get hit that much. Jalen Hurts had time when it counted to make wide open passes for completions all game. Jalen Hurts, even when they did, you know what I mean? Even when they did get to Jalen Hurts, right? He used his feet, scrambled for a first down numerous times. I forgot his longest run of the day. I don't know if it's 30-yard run. I don't know what it was, man. Jalen Hurts was on one. He was on one. And then when you talk about the defensive line shutting down one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and people are going to say, oh, Patrick Mahomes isn't really that good. We got to stop that. The Eagles, they deserve that Super Bowl, bro. They deserve that Super Bowl. They outplayed that offensive line. That defensive line outplayed the Chiefs' offensive line and got to Patrick Mahomes numerous times and had Patrick Mahomes looking like he was scared of his own shadow. He was scared of his own shadow, bro. Patrick Mahomes was bouncing passes off the dirt, bro. I have never seen Patrick Mahomes look like that. I never seen Patrick Mahomes look so flustered, like he didn't know what to do. He didn't know what to do all game because of that defensive line. So when I'm saying the Minnesota Vikings got to copy the Eagles, I'm talking about the trenches. It starts with the trenches and it ends with the trenches. You have to get your trenches good, because if your defensive line can get to that quarterback without blitzing, your secondary will be so much better. Your secondary will be so much better. Everything flows. You know how many, I don't know how many 3-and-outs the Chiefs had. I can't even, I don't understand it. I don't know how many 3-and-outs he had, but my goodness. And he threw for 2 interceptions, bro. Crazy work, bro. I ain't admitting nothing. Oh, wow. Philly Eagles can easily win it again. Saquon, that O-line, that defense line isn't going nowhere. That's true. Darius Alexander is not really copy the Eagles because trenches have been overlooked forever. I think it is copy the Eagles, man. The trenches ain't overlooked by every team, though. Think of it like this. Think of it in this perspective. The Eagles didn't overlook the trenches. The Eagles, know what the Eagles did? The Eagles addressed the trenches, and that's why they're the Super Bowl champions. I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm Philly everything else besides football. On this channel, I cover the Vikings. On my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', I cover the Sixers and the Phillies, right? But the one thing I will admit is they addressed what they needed to address, and they capitalized on, if everybody doesn't want to address the trenches, guess what they're going to do? They're going to do that, and that's why they're the Super Bowl champions of Super Bowl 59. Jalen was top protected. He had his least stressful. Yeah, poised, smart. Exactly. Pat was scared at the opening. Yo, I don't know what Patrick Mahomes was up to, bro. He was scared, bro. Hurts is still overrated. I don't think so. I don't agree with that. I think you just have to have a good team around him, and it starts with the trenches. You start with the trenches, any quarterback could be good with a good offensive line like that. Like, for example, right? And I'm not taking nothing from, I don't even want to say that. An average quarterback can look like Alex Smith. I'm not saying Alex Smith was an average quarterback. He was an okay quarterback. He's probably a little bit above average. Or we can even say Kirk Cousins. If Alex Smith, I'm going to talk about Alex Smith for this conversation, had a great offensive line. The Chiefs had a pretty good, and I don't want to say great, a good offensive line. And the Chiefs were doing their thing when they had Alex Smith. But what happened? What happened, right? They said Alex Smith wasn't good enough. You're not taking us far enough. We're going to go draft a quarterback in the first round. They got Patrick Mahomes. And that offensive line got even better with a great quarterback, and they improved some other spots on that offensive line, guard or whatever. And Patrick Mahomes, you know what I mean, is an all-time great quarterback. So that made their team even better. You know what I mean? But it starts with the trenches, bro. It really does start with the trenches, in my opinion. Philly Vic Fangio is the most underrated defensive coach. Yeah, he's a great defensive coach. Stout Fangio are GOATs. Philly is a wild card team, right? They can win against any powerhouse. Yeah. Shout out to everybody's in the building. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hey, listen, all the Philly fans in the building. If you're a Sixers fan or Phillies fan, Go to Mike Sports Vibes Ballin' and subscribe to that channel. I'll cover the Sixers and the Phillies on that channel. This channel is Viking content. I'm keeping it real with y'all. This channel's for the Vikings. I'm a hybrid sports fan. I'm Philly everything besides football. And the reason why I'm a diehard Viking fan is because of the greatest wide receiver of all time, and his name is Randy Moss. Randy Moss, to me, is the greatest wide receiver of all time, and that's just my opinion. People are going to say Jerry Rice, but I ain't going to debate you with that because Jerry Rice is a very good wide receiver. But Randy Moss is my GOAT. Just my opinion. He the GOAT. And he's the reason why I'm a Viking fan for life. I'm a Viking fan for life. Exactly. That's why Hurts is overrated. I don't know about running it back, but they can push it into champ. Yeah, they might be able to. The schedule's going to be a lot harder. They have to be healthy. Everything has to work out. They got a good team. Hurts is great, efficient, young quarterback. Anything else is, yeah. I think he's a very, very good quarterback. I just feel like Jalen Hurts, man, in this Super Bowl, he made all the big plays to win. You know what I mean? I can't hate on his performance. This performance was amazing. That's why he was a Super Bowl MVP. In my opinion, I think there should be a defensive MVP because the defense for the Eagles were absolutely amazing. There was plenty of times where the Chiefs turned the ball on downs. They turned the ball over with an interception. They had short field position. The Eagles did to go get a field goal or a touchdown. So I feel like there should be a defensive MVP in the Super Bowl. That's just my opinion. You know what I mean? I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But I think so. There's too many good teams with good stories behind them. Yep. Think next season is really up to in the area. Overrated. Any quarterback would do. Yeah, that's a good offensive line, but I don't know. The Philly are stars of Philly. Hey, listen, man. Don't come at my team, Malik. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. You my homie, but don't come at the squad, bro. If defense, it wouldn't been cool. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now. The defense won, in my opinion. I think Jalen Hurts should be the MVP. I'm not taking nothing from him. But in my honest opinion, the defense should win. There should be a defensive player that wins MVP because you can't tell me to shut down. Get this, y'all. The Chiefs didn't get their first points until the end of the third quarter. The end of the third quarter is when the Chiefs got their first points, bro. You shut down one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time and didn't allow him to score any points until the third quarter. The end of the third quarter. We Vikings have a chance if we really take care of our... Yes, that's what I'm saying. The offensive line has to be addressed. And that's what I mean by copy the Eagles. You got to address the offensive line and defensive line. What I'm nervous about the Vikings this offseason, right? I'm going to tell you what I'm nervous about. We got to address the guards. We have to address the center. Not only we have to address the guards in the center, I'm nervous about Christian Darrisaw being healthy for next season because he's coming off an ACL. Not everybody can come back from an ACL. I know medicine and medical is better than it ever been back in the day. I understand that. Adrian Peterson came back from ACL, whatever. A lot of players do come back. But not everybody's the same. Everybody's built differently. So I'm a little bit nervous about Christian Darrisaw. When healthy, he's one of the best tackles in NFL. But I'm nervous about that. I'm not going to lie. I am nervous about him. Brian O'Neill, I think he's still a good tackle. But I'm nervous about our interior offensive line. And then I'm nervous about our defensive line. Our defensive tackle specifically. Who's going to be the defensive tackle? Who's going to be our next Kevin Williams? Who's going to be our next Pat Williams? Who's going to be that guy on that defensive line you're not running on our team and I can get after the quarterback as well at the defensive tackle position? You know what I mean? Championship teams always had a solid O-line or a remarkable defense. Either way, yes. And I don't want to hear nobody ever say defense doesn't win championships. Defense wins championships. Everybody wants to say, oh, it's just an offensive league. I don't care what nobody says. A great defense could beat a great quarterback. It happened numerous times. It happened numerous times in NFL history. What happened to Tom Brady? Tom Brady got demolished by that Justin Tuck and Michael Strahan, the Eli Manning. It was Eli Manning, but it was that dang on defensive line. He lost twice to the Giants because of that defensive line. What happened in his last Super Bowl? this last Super Bowl that just passed yesterday night, Super Bowl 59, Patrick Mahomes got beat because of that defensive line, bro. That defensive line got Patrick Mahomes throwing in the dirt, bro. Multiple interceptions. Multiple interceptions. The guy was not Patrick Mahomes' last game. Let's keep it real. I'm a Viking fan saying this, bro. I'm a Viking fan, diehard Viking fan from PA. Again, if you are a Sixer fan or a Phillies fan, go subscribe to my Mike Sports Vibes. Vibes is spelled with a Z. Balling. I got like 190 subscribers on that channel. I cover the Sixers and the Phillies on that channel. That's hold on. Darius, Darius will be fine. I hope so, Darius. I'm positive. I hope he is. But it is a thing that we have to we got to look at it, man. You never know. Them William boys on the team now. Vikings winning it. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. That's why I'm saying we got to get a defensive tackle, bro. Or a couple of defensive tackles, bro. Facts. Brady, right? The game plan for having a long run. Right. You need that defensive tackle. You need that defensive line, the defensive ends. You need it. Defense wins championships. I'm not saying a great quarterback can't beat a great defense. That's not what I'm saying. But for you to beat a great quarterback, I think you have the best chance of beating a great quarterback, not to outscore the great quarterback. It's hard to outscore the Tom Brady of the Randy Moss days when Randy Moss was with the Patriots. Good luck outscoring that team without a great defense. It's going to be a scoring back and forth, and you might not win that game. But if you have a good defense, you have a better chance of beating a Tom Brady with the all-time great wide receiver in Randy Moss with a great defensive line. Just my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a Randy Moss fan. That offense that the Patriots had, oh my gosh. Do y'all remember that offense? We forgot because it's been a many years. But Tom Brady and Randy Moss, bro, was the best quarterback wide receiver duo that I have ever seen, bro. That I have ever seen. I have never seen Tom. What he had? How many touchdowns did the Patriots have that year? How many touchdowns did Randy Moss have? I forgot. It was breaking records, bro. I know that offense. I don't know if y'all forgot about that offense. But how did that defense stop Tom Brady? Because they got after him. Because of that defensive line. I'm telling you, I'm not a genius when it comes to football. I don't know everything about football. But I know for a fact the trenches is where it starts to win a championship, bro. Best Super Bowl story ever for me was Ray Lewis last ring. Yeah, that was a good ring too. I remember Ray Lewis, the Ravens. Yeah, man. Mahomes looked like a Darnold. Hey, listen, Mahomes looked worse than Darnold. Mahomes look, I'm going to put respect on, listen, Sarah, I'm going to put respect on Darnold's name right now. Patrick Mahomes was scared of his own shadow, bro. That Eagles defensive line was on another level. They was on another level. I said, oh my goodness. The man was bouncing passes off the dirt, bro. Off the dirt. Tom Brady is like Jordan and Mahomes is like Kobe. You ain't lying. 16-0. You right. Yo, who remembers that Patriot offense, bro? The only way you shutting down that is a good defensive line. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, I don't know a lot. I don't know everything. I know a little bit about a little bit. I'm just keeping it real. You wasn't stopping that offense with Randy Moss and Tom Brady doing what they was doing without a great defensive line, bro. I'm telling you. The Patriots would have won that Super Bowl. If Eli Manning ain't gonna outscore Tom Brady if they defense ain't doing what they did. And I respect Eli Manning. But come on, bro. But the KC with the 3-peat, you saw the writing. Yeah, Brady Moss were stat padding. They were stat padding, but they was winning. They was winning everything, bro. Eli is to Brady what Brady is to Mahomes. Okay, I like that comparison. Who you like for our trenches in the upcoming draft? Kenneth from Michigan, Kenneth Grant. I want Kenneth Grant if he drops to us. And when it comes to corner, I like what's his name? Dag from Texas, the corner, number 5. Who's the Texas corner? Number 5. I want him. But I want a defensive tackle. That is my number 1 position. I don't care. Listen, I know we need guards. I'm not drafting a guard in the first round. Give me the defensive tackle in the first round, bro. Get the guards in free agency. That's how I look at it. Get the guards in free agency. And I want a running back in this draft too. I want a running back in this draft. Philly Eagles going to be scary for the next. Yeah, they are. What else? The Pats offense was most dominant ever. You ain't lying, bro. Hey, what's up? Samuel, shout out to you, bro. Should we resign Cam? Everybody's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. I got 14 people in and only got 3 likes. Show the brother some love. Just show me a little bit of love. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. On this channel, we cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel. And if you are a Philadelphia fan, I have another channel called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', BALLING, and I cover the Sixers and the Phillies. I'm a hybrid sports fan. It's Philly everything besides football. So if you're wondering, oh, why am I a Viking fan from Pennsylvania? It's because of Randy Moss. But my other channel, I cover nothing but Philadelphia content. So if you are a Philadelphia fan, subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes with a Z, Balling, BALLING. And I have roughly 190 subscribers. So I'm trying to get my first 200 subscribers on that channel. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Mahomes is still the GOAT. Chiefs need a new O-line and will be good. He ain't the GOAT in my eyes, bro. It's Tom Brady, baby. Look, I love Mahomes. But no, bro. In my opinion, respectfully disagree, bro. Guards and free agents and facts, who would you go for? Trey, and I don't know. I got to look at the other guards. But give me any of the top guards that's available. I'm good with that. I will overpay for guards. I don't even care at this point, bro. I don't even care, bro. Give me guards. I need a guard. I don't want to see Ed Ingram. I don't want to see Dalton Reisner. I don't want to see Blake Brandel. I don't want to see none of them. And this is not me hating. I'm just stating facts. I don't want to see them. I'm keeping it real with y'all. I don't want to see them. And in order for the Vikings to copy what the Eagles did, you can't have guards named Dalton Reisner. You can't have guards named Blake Brandel. You can't have a center named Bradbury. You can't have them. This is not me being disrespectful. I'm keeping it real as a Viking fan, bro. I'm keeping it real as a Viking fan. Facts, Jalen Carter wrecked every game, bro. He was the reason they got to Mahomes rushing only 4. You ain't lying. You need that defensive tackle. I don't know everything about football, man. I always say that because I don't want people thinking, oh, you think you know it all. I'm not one of those type of content creators. I don't think I know it all. I just know the basics. And the basics that I know, I might be right, I might be wrong. In my opinion, I feel like to win Super Bowls, you have to have the trenches good, right? Defensive line, offensive line. And for you to beat an all-time great Patrick Mahomes, you're not beating him in a scoring battle. You're beating him with a great defensive line and getting after Patrick Mahomes without having to blitz. That's what they did. They didn't have to blitz all like that to get to Patrick Mahomes because your defensive tackles are awesome. Your defensive ends are awesome. I'm just keeping it real. Bruh. Unless you're drafting star players, you need players that'll come in and do their job. You ain't lying. I'm a Viking fan from Jersey. Don't matter. Yeah, you're right. You're right. We still got 3-peat, just didn't win. We already did what no other team. Yeah. Look, I'm gonna say it's not over for the Chiefs. Don't get it twisted. See, people look. What's that one song by Nelly? What does it take to be number 1? 2 was not a winner, and 3 nobody remember. Listen, right? If you ever heard that song, go look up Nelly. What does it take to be number 1? Excuse me. What, in my opinion, right? Everybody forgets about the second place team. They forget about the third place team or whatever. There's only one winner every single season in the NFL, right? Just because the Chiefs lost don't mean they're not going to be back in the Super Bowl next year and got another chance. It's a debate that the Chiefs could get to the Super Bowl again. It could be another game between the Chiefs and the Eagles again in the Super Bowl. Who knows? We need a center. Yeah, we need a center with size. I agree. You could say the same with Brady. Yeah. Blueberry bottom. The Bills been to 4 in a row. Hey, listen, as a Viking fan, I didn't get to experience the Super Bowl when they went 4 times. I'm a 90s baby, so I didn't get to experience it. I know the Vikings been to the Super Bowl 4 times with the Purple People Eaters, and they never won one. They was close, never got it. It's hard to win a Super Bowl. So the Bills in the same boat with us. There's a lot of teams that never won a Super Bowl. But it's a shame, like, as a Viking fan being from Pennsylvania, it's a shame because it's like you see like the Eagles keep winning Super Bowls. Like, they keep winning Super Bowls now. It's crazy to me. Hey, my Super Bowl winner, Eagles, Jalen Hurts, Magic King, the parade at Walt Disney. Yeah, you ain't lying. Don't sleep on Chris Carter in purple. Yeah, you right. We need to re-sign Crazy first. I agree with that, Darius. I agree with that. Man, we just should have had the same energy we had in the fourth quarter, in the first quarter. Those worthy. Nah, but listen, that was garbage time touchdown. That don't even matter, bro. That don't even matter. Like, that was garbage time touchdowns, bro. In my honest opinion, that is just, the game was worse than what the score ended. It's 40-22. In my opinion, it was 40-6 or 40-0. They got dominated in every aspect of the imagination. The Eagles dominated the Chiefs every way. Trenches, secondary, quarterback. They beat the Chiefs in every way possible. Every position group from the Eagles outplayed every position group on the Chiefs, in my opinion. They dominated the Chiefs in every way. Even though the Chiefs could still get improved, they still got one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. In this specific game, the Eagles deserve the credit when credit is due. They won the game fair and square. Even the Chief fans got to admit that. They should. They got dominated. They got dominated in that game. Pat can be a great. Hold on, man. Pat can be a great player, but even as an individual, you're still a team. Yup, you're still representing KC, right? You're facts. That's facts. Yeah, shout out to the Eagle fans, man. The Eagle fans, congratulations. I'm not an Eagle fan. I'm a Viking fan from PA. Philly, everything over here besides football. If you're a Phillies fan or a Sixer fan, go subscribe to Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I cover the Sixers and I cover the Phillies on that channel. Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I got like 190 subscribers on that channel. It's like, bro. Shout out to Daniel, man. I appreciate you, bro. Congrats to the Eagles, yup. It's like, bro, you're acting like this. I don't know, maybe just on to Cincinnati mentality. Yeah, but it's like, for me, it's just how dominant the Eagles was, bro. It's crazy how they dominated a team like that. Andy Reid's one of the greatest coaches of all time. Patrick Mahomes is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. They got some dogs on that defense as well, and they still got dominated, bro. They got outcoached, outplayed. I'm just keeping it real. It makes me so disappointed in my team. We have no excuses. We didn't show up. You're right. Thank you, Blueberry. Yo, see, that's what I'm saying. I like fans that could admit, like, you keeping it real, bro. You keeping it real. We need more fans to keep it real. Like, I'm a Viking fan, bro. My team has a lot of holes, bro. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we're close to the Eagles. No, we're not even close to the Eagles right now, bro. I'm giving credit when credit is due. The Eagles got trenches. They got the trenches built offensively and defensively, bro. They on another level right now. They're on another atmosphere right now. They're on another planet right now. They're on another galaxy right now. And I'm keeping it real, bro. I'm keeping it all the way real. I'm happy with our Vikings core right now. We not far from making noise next season. We need a running back. Oh, yeah, from Boise. You talking about Ashton Genty. You talking about Ashton Genty. I would love to get Ashton Genty. I ain't gonna sit here and lie. I would love to get Ashton Genty. I'm a Amari Hampton. I like Amari Hampton from North Carolina Tar Heels. And I like Caleb, what is his name, y'all? Is it Caleb Johnson from Iowa? I like him as a running back too. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think I got his name right. But it starts with the trenches, Darius, Alexander. It starts with the trenches. You got to make sure your offensive line is on point. I love Justin Jefferson of the draft. Yup. Having Jefferson was the biggest steal. But we need to get the trenches. We need to get that defensive tackle. We need to get our guards. We need to get our center. We need to build our trenches. And trusted him a bit. Facts. Yeah. And at least we kept fighting until the end. Eagles deserve to win. Yeah, the Eagles, they fought to the end. Next year, 2026. Yeah. Listen. I'm speaking into existence. The Vikings will win Super Bowl 60. Let's go, baby. Eagles cornerbacks elite. Yeah, they're elite. All right, again, I want to say this again for everybody that's in the building. This channel that you're on right now, Mike Sports Vibes, is Viking content only. I'm not saying you can't be on the live. I'm just saying I cover the Vikings on this channel. On my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes Balling, is my Philly channel where I cover the Phillies and I cover the Sixers. Mike Sports Vibes Balling. Make sure you hit the like button over there. Hit the subscribe button over there. I have roughly like 190 subscribers over there. So make sure y'all hit the subscribe button over there. But this channel, I just cover the Vikings. The Eagles cornerbacks are amazing. Cooper DeJean, I drafted him a lot in the first round in the mock draft, and he had that pick 6 on Patrick Mahomes. Amazing. The trenches is where it is. Yup. I love to see the Chiefs versus the Vikings Super Bowl. We will be back next year. I would love to see that too, bro. I would love to see the Vikings in the Super Bowl, bro. I would love to see that. How you see Blackman recovery? Oh my gosh. I'm a big Blackman. Mekhi Blackman, our cornerback. I hope he's good. I don't know. We gotta see what he's looking like on the field. Me being super optimistic, Darius, I think he's gonna be he's gonna come back from the injury better than ever. And with the coaching of Brian Flores, I think he can be very, 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 very good. Just my opinion. You know what I mean? Just my opinion. You know what I mean? We shall see, though. You know what I mean? Great team. Yup. We're going to see what happens, man. We're going to see what happens. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I truly appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I just am so we got to follow the blueprint of the Eagles. As a Viking fan, we got to copy what the Eagles do. We got to. We got to copy what they do. We have to. Especially when you have a rookie quarterback. Well, not technically his rookie season, but y'all know what I mean. You got to protect your quarterback, your young quarterback. You got to get that center. My bull Darius said it. He said, yo, we got to get a bigger center. We got to get a better center. He the one hiking the ball. If he's getting pushed back to our quarterback because he can't block the defensive tackle, he ain't going to have no time. We needed this loss to wake up a bit. You know, Tom Brady went 10 Super Bowls and lost. Yeah, that's true. Mahomes been to 5 and lost 2. Right. Trade J.J. McCarthy in our draft for Joe Burrow. Oh, would I do that? I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I don't know. I gotta really think. That's a good question. We don't know what J.J. McCarthy is going to be. I believe in J.J. McCarthy. We know Joe Burrow will be amazing with Justin Jefferson. We know he's a very good quarterback. That is a very, very good suggestion right there. That's thinking outside the box right there, brother, man. Michael, yeah, that's thinking outside the box. DJ Reed needs to be in the purple and gold with a young, big, hungry D-line. Facts. Darius, I agree with you 100%, bro. I agree with you 100%, bro. Like, as a diehard Viking fan, I agree with you, bro. I agree with you. We need a good defense. We need a good corner. But if I was going to invest in a big time, like on defense first, I got to get that defensive tackle first, bro. So whoever the best defensive tackle is available, I want that. New Orleans Saints champions in 2010 year. Yeah, I don't even want to talk about the Saints, bro. Them Saints, man, they owe us a Super Bowl, bro. I'll forever will not like the Saints just because of that, bro. It's nothing personal, but they beat us, and I feel like we could have won a Super Bowl by now. Just my opinion. I don't even think the Bills could have done better than we did last night. It was a tough night. Wish the Bills could. Yeah, listen. Nobody was beating the Eagles last night. Look, that's just my opinion. Nobody was beating the dang on Eagles last night. The Eagles play so much better than any. They're the best team for a reason. No, J.J. McCarthy is our future. Joe Burrow is hurt. Yeah, I agree with that. Hurt too much. Our O-line isn't good for jumping. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a fact, bro. I agree with that, Darius. You made some good facts right there. Good facts. Shout out to everybody in the building that's rocking with me. Make sure you hit the like button. I got 20 people in the building. Can y'all please consider hitting the like? You know, show the brother some love, hitting the like button if you can. If you're a Minnesota Viking fan, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And even if you're just liking the vibes, even if you're not a Minnesota Viking fan, you just like the vibes, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you're a Sixer fan or a Phillies fan, I have another YouTube channel called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin'. I cover the Phillies and I cover the Sixers, so subscribe to that channel as well. And even if you are a Sixer fan or Phillies fan and you just want to subscribe to that channel, you can go right ahead and do that. That's awesome if you do that. Thank you so much. AFC Championship was way better than the Super Bowl. I don't know, man. Look, even though it was a beatdown, I enjoyed the Super Bowl because I love seeing great defense. Just my opinion. Hypothetically, Joe goes to another team and wins a Super Bowl then. Yeah, I can see Joe winning a Super Bowl. He's a good quarterback, but he is injury prone. You know what I mean? Yeah, he said, I just love seeing better competition. Yeah, I do, but y'all are the best competition. Y'all beat everybody. The problem is the Eagles were so elite, it didn't matter. That's the issue. And that's why everybody's put on notice. It starts with the trenches. Nobody can say anything. Look, you can lie to everybody can lie to themselves and say, oh, you just got to get all skill positions. Nope. It starts with the defensive line and offensive line. The Eagles said, we're going to get the best offensive line. We're going to get the best defensive line. And we're going to beat everybody that stands on our way. And that's exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles did, bro. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, they did go down, but you know, it's always next year. There's only one winner. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel bad. Everybody else lost too, bro. Even though it is y'all lost in the Super Bowl, at least y'all got to the Super Bowl. You feel me? At least y'all got to the Super Bowl. I'm a Viking fan. We haven't been to the Super Bowl in I don't know how long, bro. I'm a diehard Viking fan from PA. How you think I feel, right? My home team won 2 Super Bowls in like 6 seasons, bro. And I'm a Viking fan from PA. I'm a proud Viking fan. I love my Vikings. How you think I feel? Everybody in my family are Eagle fans. Everybody in my family are Steeler fans. You feel me? There's no Viking fans in Pennsylvania. It's a rarity. I'm rare when it comes to me being a Viking fan in PA. There's no Viking fans in PA. I'm the only one. I'm like the oddball. And my son wrote me a note saying, dear dad, the Eagles won the Super Bowl. He said something like the Vikings suck or something. I'm like, what are you doing, bro? My son's an Eagle fan. My oldest son's an Eagle fan. He's 10 years old. But I'm like, oh my gosh, man. Where did I go wrong? Like I'm trying to get my whole family to be Viking fans because I'm a Viking fan and everybody else are Eagle fans. It's like, I don't understand it. It's nothing against the Eagles. They deserve the Super Bowl. Nothing against the homegrown team, but it's just like, dang. My Vikings are just we're I'm not gonna say we're far behind, but I know we have holes that we have to address. And it's the offensive line and defensive line, specifically the guard center for the offensive line, and for the defensive line, specifically, it's the defensive tackle. And I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, we won a championship. I think that was the last championship before it turned into the Super Bowl. Correct me if I'm wrong. The first Super Bowl in history was 1970. 1969 was the last championship. The Vikings won that, and that was 1969. That was the last championship before they turned it into the Super Bowl. And I think what you see our team looking like next season record-wise, please, they need to stop the rumor of Aaron Rodgers. Listen, I made a video months ago about Aaron Rodgers. I wouldn't look. I think JJ McCarthy's the future. I want and shout out to my boy Eric in the building. I think he needs to be the starting quarterback. I don't want Aaron Rodgers, but would I be surprised if the Vikings go get Aaron Rodgers? I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because of Brett Favre came to us. I'm gonna tell you why. Will JJ McCarthy be ready? I think he will be. I don't know. There's a lot of questions. I think he will be. But there is a lot of rumors going around, and I understand it. And we'll see what happens. I think we can get 10 wins. I'm not going to say 14 wins. I say we can get 10 wins and be a wild card team. Again, it's not about having the most wins in the regular season. It's about this is what the season is about. The regular season is about building chemistry, right? Yes, being the first seed throughout is amazing. It doesn't really matter in a way sometimes because the Lions lost in the first round. They had a home field advantage throughout, right? And lost. So the best thing is to have a good enough regular season to build chemistry, to get to the playoffs, and then the playoffs is 0-0. Everything you did in the regular season don't mean nothing. You could be the number 1 seed in the regular season and it gets smoked in the playoffs. The playoffs is a whole nother animal. So I'd rather just barely make it to the playoffs, right? And win games in the playoffs than be the best team record-wise and then lose in the first round in the playoffs. That's how I look at it. I see us being a playoff team. I don't necessarily know what the record is going to be, Darius, but I feel like we will be a playoff team going forward because I think JJ McCarthy will be good. JJ to JJ, meaning JJ McCarthy to Justin Jefferson all day, every day. Y'all know the vibes. Go to the freaking bowl. Y'all know the vibes. Let's go to the bowl, baby. I respect that, bro. All right. Vikings are good too. I really hope we do see them in the Super Bowl. Yeah, that would be awesome. Chiefs, Vikings, or was it Packers, or I forgot first Super Bowl. I don't even know, bro. I don't know who was the first Super Bowl, bro, but I know for a fact, bro, like, I want the Vikings to win. I want us to be in the Super Bowl, bro. I want that experience, bro. I want that experience, bro. I really do. Yo, Mike, what's going on, Chris, for real? I'm a Mississippi now. Shout out to you, bro. Be safe out there. I watched Eli win 2 Super Bowls, and I was stationed in Louisiana when Saints won one. As a fan, I am rare to. Yeah, Rodgers to the Vikings. No, he is one-trick pony. He never changes with offensive scheme. Yeah. Yeah, where there's rumors, there could be truth. Sometimes in rumors, there's truth. Do I want Aaron Rodgers? No. I want to start from scratch. I want to start with our quarterback. I want J.J. McCarthy to be the next Tom Brady, to be the next Patrick Mahomes, to be the next Joe Montana. You know what I mean? To be the next Eli Manning. I don't want someone else's quarterback. Nope, I don't want it. Just keeping it real. But shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Truly appreciate you. Everybody's in the building. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button on this channel. We cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel. On my other channel, I cover the Philadelphia 76ers and the Phillies. On that channel, it's called Mike Sports Vibes Ballin', and that's going to be on the Sixers and the Phillies. Hey, Mike, are you on tonight live stream? I'm not on tonight. If there is any breaking news, I might come on just for fun, but I'm not. I didn't plan anything for this next game for the for tonight for the Vikings or for my Vikings channel or my Sixers and Phillies channel. I didn't plan anything, but we'll see what happens. I sub to you, bro. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Good talk. Go Chiefs. We will be that next thing. Good day. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, shout out to everybody in the building. Have a wonderful day, y'all. Be safe out there. And as always, I always say this after all my lives. Be safe, be safe, be safe. There's always next year for everybody's team. I know a lot of people are probably down. Congratulations again to the Philadelphia Eagles. Hoping that the Vikings can copy off the Eagles when it comes to the blueprint on the trenches, but we shall see what happens. Skull, my boy Eric. I will see y'all later. Be safe, and as always, God bless. I'm out.